Hey, Thu Ha, would you like to talk about the ghost stories? Tell us your ghost stories? Huh? Yeah, please. You want to do it down there, or you want to do it up here? Huh? Down here, okay, then you have to turn the camera back there. Today, we're going to regale you with a ghost story from this world, from a Saha world. Is San Jose ready? Can you hear us? Wave your hands, you can hear us. Can't see you. Today we also have Master Xian Chu's family, the mother and the sister and sister-in-laws, and the brother and the nephew, I believe, who came here all the way from San Diego. Take a look at him. So it looks like he lost some weight, hasn't he? Huh? His son? Oh, and the son too. Oh, hello, son.
Hi.
The son is the one in blue. I see that. Very fashionable. He sort of looks skinny, but rest assured that in San Jose, they feed him very well. Every month we go there, we notice that we're overstuffed. So don't be mistaken. So you know what? Since he's coming back only temporarily, why don't you plan to go see your dad and the family in San Diego this Tuesday or Wednesday? Take the SUV.
Yes, Master.
Okay? And until then, kitchen staff, feed him a little bit so that he gains at least 3 pounds to impress his dad. All right? Okay. Today, as promised, we're going to have Thu Ha, who's going to regale us about the ghost story that she herself experienced. Am I correct? Yes.
Yes, Master.
So please, first of all, thank you for agreeing to share with us. Tell us who you are and your spiritual accomplishments. How come the ghosts come and talk to you?
I don't know,
Not
Master.
to
I
us.
must have not accomplished anything when they come.
So Thu Ha has been coming to us for how long now? Since when?
I think maybe 4 years.
4
on
years.
And off. Yeah.
That long, really?
Yeah.
On off and on. She's came
During
from
Chanchi.
what is it? The yoga, and Hinayana Thai tradition, and whatever cultivation there is out there. She tried them all. and let's see. She's okay. Take it away.
Emitofuo. May I speak Vietnamese? English, please. So my name is Thu Ha, and I've been here for a few years, on and off. Basically during Chanchi, and most of the time when I come here is because I experience in the lowest point of my life, and every time I come, then the energy of this temple help uplift me. So the reason that I started coming here was because my son got in a very bad accident, and it was a fatal accident, and he killed someone. So Venerable Sunrun is my friend, and I asked her for advice what to do because there was a girl who died in the accident, and I know from my practice that when a person dies from an accident like that, it's very tragic for the girl, so I want to help her. Venerable Sunrun asked me to ask Master for help to get a 49 days plaque for her, which I did. And at the same time, my meditation and Hapkido master also passed away.
Aikido?
Hapkido,
Hapkido, you do martial arts too?
yes, master.
Oh my God, this lady does everything.
So
All right.
he was my martial art master. He was my spiritual advisor. He is my driving buddies, and he was very dear to me. And same with Venerable Sunrun. And so we asked for the 49 days plaque for him also. And at the same time, my dad passed shortly after. So that year we have 3 persons pass. And of course, I asked Master to help all 3 of them to go to Buddha land. So at the time, when I asked Master and Master accept, I came to the temple, and immediately I saw my dad standing at the door, like a person, and
At the temple?
at the gate of the temple
At the gate?
outside.
How
He
scary
was
we.
waiting outside of the temple.
That's too scary.
He's my dad, so I'm just happy to see him. And so
He
when
looks okay?
he was very tired and weak and very confused. And so does Melanie. I saw her at the door. They were just waiting outside, and she was covered with blood, and she was
That's
just
the girl in the
lost.
accident.
Yes,
She saw the girl in the accident and the dad.
yeah.
Oh my God.
And I didn't see Jay, my master. We call him Jay. So as I came into the temple, I talked to them. I explained to them what happened, that they died. With my dad, I was with him when he passed, and so I explained to him at the time already. So he was just waiting to come into the temple. So I explained to Melanie what happened and tragic that happened to her, and I apologized. And I told her that I asked Master to help, and if she agreed to go to Pure Land, she didn't say anything. She just bewildered. And so my dad came, and we had the ceremony that day. They kind of sit with me. And then I saw Jay, he came, but Jay doesn't seem to be affected by this darkness and sorrow that these people going through.
How was he dressed?
He was just normal.
Hapkido too.
No. He just dressed in his normal clothes, and he wasn't happy. He was just quiet.
Quiet.
And yeah.
Like a real, kung fu man.
He's normally very happy and joyful, like a little boy.
Okay.
Yeah. So every week I came back to the temple to attend ceremonies for them, and every time I come, and during they would appear when we are about to. What is that?
The rebirth transference.
Yeah, do the rebirth transfer, then they would appear. So the first few weeks
So the whole day they didn't do anything. They didn't even eat. They didn't come to eat at all. Only at lunch. But during the rebirth transference at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 2:30 in the afternoon, that's when they came, because that's when they can eat, by the way. Okay. Always an attraction, the better restaurants. How cool, huh? Wow.
So
I'm
at the
glad I
beginning-
didn't see these people, too scary, bloody people eating at our altar. My God.
That only happened the first week. Second week, she's normal. She dressed
They
normal.
became normal.
Yeah.
And you got to understand that what she describing as the ghosts, the beings, and then she can see them. Okay. These are yin beings. During the 49 days after you die, you become a ghost.
And then after that, when I saw my dad, I think about a month into his 49 days, he's a lot better and he's more calm and peaceful. It seemed like when he stayed at this temple, all the sutra and mantra that we recite are meant for them, to awaken them, so they're no longer in the dreaming state. They're awake and they're more alert, all of them, and it helps them to accept the reality that what happened to them during that time.
They have no choice, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to happen to all of you too, guaranteed.
So I think after that, then when I see them, in the beginning when I see them, the body is solid, just like our body. And then as time passed, their body become more and more thinner, and toward the end, they're more transparent. So their body sometimes appear and sometimes disappear. And they're happy. I think that every one of them become very, very sad and sorrow as their 49 days approach, and they know that they have to move on and they can no longer be in touch with their family, with family members. And my
Eventually
mom,
they realize that they're dead, so they can't do the things they were expecting to be able to do anymore. Yeah. Like they can't use their arms, they can't use their legs anymore.
I think the body become more like electrical current. My mom, because it's in my family, everyone is, starting with my mom, she's channeler. So my dad come to see her often. Whenever she offered incense, then he would come, and then my mom would have this sorrow feeling for my dad. And she couldn't handle it, so she had to stop doing incense unless I'm there. Otherwise, she won't offer incense because she would feel my dad's presence at the house. And the sorrow feeling affects her that she couldn't handle it, so she had to stop. Yeah, and it gets especially bad toward the 49 days because they know they're leaving, so they're very, very sad.
I see.
So the same situation happened recently with my aunt. She passed, and I also asked Master to help her to go to Pure Land. So for my aunt's case, she was not ready to leave at all. And before she passed, I think something happened to me. I would get attacked by these shadow ghosts. And then I learned that my aunt passed, and then I came and I talked to Master to ask Master to help her. She was being pulled down by this evil, force. It's not even describable, the feeling, the fear inside, that she had to deal with. So I had to ask Master.
So the aunt is Catholic, right?
Yeah, all my family is Catholic.
And you the only one who's got a bad sheep?
I got kicked out of my family.
They tried everything else but Catholicism, Hapkido and okay.
Yeah, so I had to explain to my aunt what happened to her, same thing, and she was very confused. She was confused for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and she wouldn't accept that she already died because she's still so attached to her family, and because she's not ready. She wanted to wait until her granddaughter graduate from college. So
Who to graduate from college?
Her granddaughter.
The granddaughter.
Yeah, she's very attached to them and her family.
I see.
Yeah.
So Catholic. Yeah. Sorry.
But with my aunt, it's very fast. I think maybe in a month into her 49 days, her body, she's starting to lose her body already. And so I was telling Venerable Sunran that I think my aunt's ready to go. I asked if she could ask Master if that's the case, because 30, I think around 30 days. And then what happened was that 3 days into the 30 days, my daughter would experience, every time my daughter come to my house, she would experience this sadness and this sorrow. And she thought she was depressed.
How old is your daughter?
24.
24, okay.
She thought
She's the one with all the tattoos and gray hair, green hair, right?
no.
No? Oh, it's another one. Okay, sorry.
She's in college, she's normal.
She's in college, okay.
She thought she was depressed because because of COVID, she didn't go to my aunt's funeral. And so she was sad, to see my aunt leave. But then it happened 3 times. And on the last day when she was at my house, after I came home from the temple, she was so sad. And then suddenly she felt there was my aunt's presence there. And my aunt would channel through her and took over most of her body and mind.
So possessed her. Use a word that we all understand. Possess her.
She took over my daughter's body.
Wow.
And,
Scary.
And I recognize it because my mom is a channeler.
She's Catholic, right? The daughter is Catholic.
Yeah.
Does she wear a cross? I'm just curious.
She does. She has
Daniel,
a chain.
you hear this portion. This is a Catholic person. She's wearing a cross, right?
Yeah, and she was...
that tiny cross over here, right? Oh, wow. Hey, now Daniel has a question. Give him, now he's interested. He says, no, I don't believe you. You guys come up with the scheme to defraud your followers, he says. Yeah? Okay, Daniel, go ahead. This is getting exciting. Huh?
To my understanding, this is my own point of view, so it's not a Catholic point of view. So this is my own personal point of view. I don't believe in ghosts, though, just to start off with. But if I see it as a Catholic perspective, like how the church teaches you, is that ghosts either comes from the purgatory or they come from demons. So demons do have the power to possess people.
I'm sorry, my friend. You are so Catholic.
However, if the daughter was wearing a cross, the demon could be still able to possess you. The only way to get rid of that possession is by going to Mass, taking the Holy Communion, and or exorcism.
But you guys believe in these things because you just choose to believe. It's
not about belief. It's that they are there. I mean.
No, I'm talking about you. You personally,
me.
You believe that ghosts come from what is it, demon or from
purgatory?
Purgatory, whatever.
I mean,
did you see it? This
I
lady
have
here,
seen things.
this strange lady here, saw them.
I have seen things.
Several times. She's
I have
not
seen
normal
things too.
like us. She can see them.
I have seen things too, but I just choose not to believe that what I saw.
So that's why she's relating to what she sees with her sense, with her eyes, with her sensory organs, not just believe that, so and so.
No, but I'm saying that I used to see things, but I choose not to believe what I saw.
I see. You're a lot more open-minded than most people I know who try to convert me into Catholicism.
I never tried to convert anyone.
It happens so often.
No, I cannot convert anyone. It's just people's choice what they want to do.
Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about it's a ghost stories today.
So ghost stories. So basically, it's possible. I just personally, I don't want to believe.
You don't want to believe it.
No, even if the Catholic Church says otherwise, I still do not want to believe.
Yeah, it's okay. We can believe anything we want or not believe anything we want. But let's continue to her story here. So on the 3rd or 4th day, the daughter came for a visit, right?
Yeah. And David was there. He saw my daughter that day.
David was there?
At my house, and he saw my daughter that day.
Okay.
Yeah. But he didn't experience she
He didn't
went through.
see what happened.
No. But I have it in recording. I recorded everything.
So what happened to you, David? You missed out on the juicy part.
Bad timing. I was not
Bad
there at the right
timing.
time.
Had to go to
I was there
San
before
Diego.
it happened. Yeah. Came and left.
I see.
Before.
No affinities with these ghosts. Okay, so now let's hear the rest of the story.
So I've always questioned whether or not when I see these people and I talk to them, whether I actually talk to them or it's just in my mind, right? Because I always
You
question
just go on
myself.
crazy, cuckoo for a while. Yeah.
And so, because now I'm sitting across from my aunt, and my daughter doesn't speak Vietnamese. And when my aunt came, she would call me. She'd say, "Ha da ha," and in her
Wow,
in her
So,
Vietnamese voice.
The
And my
daughter talks
never,
to you in Vietnamese now. Talk to you in Vietnamese.
yeah, using my
understand.
aunt northern accent.
Oh, using the northern Vietnamese accent. And the daughter does not speak Vietnamese.
My daughter is half white, so.
Half
she-
white. Okay. So, what
So
is...
she's Catholic. She was raised in the Catholic system. So she doesn't believe in ghosts. She
Right.
doesn't believe in life after death.
Right.
So she just believes in being a good person, and then when you die, you go to heaven.
Again, they believe those things. Never saw those things, just believe. Okay, fine. Okay, so all of a sudden, your daughter started talking to you, right? That's when you knew. Did you see the aunt entering a body or not?
No.
No.
I just sense her, and then I
Sense
knew
her.
that my aunt is there. So I say,
Oh, I
"Is
see.
that you?" You know.
And then you said, Thu Ha.
Ha da ha.
Oh, wow. Oh, scary. Okay, Along, you better not listen to the rest of this story. Yes, continue, please.
And so I smile, and then
And you started recording when?
at that time, right after that,
So you hit the recorder? How?
yeah, I turned my iPhone on and I record the whole thing, how my daughter
Oh,
was.
thank you, Lord, for all the 5 phones. Oh. It's not a Samsung.
So she was there for
Android.
2 hours.
Oh, Pixel. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. So
I
she's
turned
what?
the evidence over to Venerable Sunren.
She talked to you for 2 hours? What? Apparently, she has nothing to do. Okay.
I think she was very desperate to communicate.
So, what's this the nature of conversation in Vietnamese?
I would speak Vietnamese to her,
Yeah.
whatever I can. So I pretty much confirm conversation, and then she cannot speak that much, But later, afterward, my daughter told me that because I told my daughter what to do, just relax, and whatever come through, just let it out. Don't hold it back. And so
You were telling your daughter?
I was giving my daughter direction.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so when
What
I
is
asked
the
her, she cannot.
facial expression, is there any change? Is it the same, physically? Does she look the same thing, or is it she's redder or gray or,
I will show you the
or
video.
transparent? Okay.
No,
Wow, the
she
video,
just
huh?
cried.
She
She just cried a lot.
Right.
The whole time she was just crying because she was just so sad. And she refused to accept, and she was angry, actually. She was pounding on the table and say, "I'm not ready to go yet. You can't make me go."
Go where?
To leave the earth, to die.
To
She's not
leave.
ready to die.
She's afraid to die.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
She's not ready to leave this world. And
Okay. How old was she when she
she was
passed?
80-something, 82.
80-something.
Yeah.
She still wants to keep on staying here. My God.
I explained to her, I say, this world
So much suffering.
is impermanent. and
What's
it's
wrong
not
with
real.
you Catholics? I mean, you're so attached to this world that's full of suffering.
And the case with my aunt is she's been sick. All of her internal organs are dying one by one, but she still hold on to life.
I see.
She's so afraid.
So Catholic. Okay, so Buddhist as well.
So I explained to her that everything here is not real. You're about to go to Pure Land. Well, before this, when I see her, I asked if she wanted my help to go to Pure Land. And because she's Catholic, she expects to go to heaven.
Right.
And I told her, the Catholic heaven, I'm sorry, but doesn't exist. The only heaven I see was
No, yes,
Pure
it does.
Land.
You're wrong. Catholic heaven does exist. That's incorrect. It's up there, okay?
Yeah.
42,000 feet away.
Well, in my experience, I haven't seen it. But
Right.
I've seen Pure Land because that's another story.
Well, okay, because you saw the Pure Land, or you have some experience. The Catholic heaven is really up there. Don't say that. You're going to offend God. You don't want to offend God. God is real too, asked Daniel. He believes God is real. Yeah. Yes, continue.
So my aunt already agreed in that.
She agreed. She
Yeah,
already agreed earlier,
earlier
a few
when,
weeks earlier.
Yeah, when I first saw her,
Uh-huh.
and when I met you, and you accepted to help her, and
Uh-huh.
when I come and I talk to her,
Right.
so and she say, mọi sự phá thác cho con.
Okay, so phó thác.
Yeah.
The Vietnamese is suspect. So I delegate everything to you. I depend on you, basically. Okay, so make all the arrangements for me to take care of me. Okay.
So
And
I
then-
confirmed that when she was in my daughter, and she said yes. She said thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So pretty much everything I talked to her about, I confirmed it with her, and she said yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then what? Continue. This is so scary. I hope you're scared, because you're not even scared. You don't believe it, huh? I don't feel good. My spine is kind of has this tingling thing. It's not comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes.
So after a while, I
Vietnamese means rợn tóc gáy, meaning my hair is standing on my spine.
because
too much.
she was crying and she was so sad.
She doesn't want to
She
go.
had so much sorrow in her heart, and my daughter, after a while, she was strained. She couldn't handle it anymore, so she asked me to stop it. So I have to ask her to leave, but she refused to leave, and so I have to.
So the two of them talking to you,
Yeah.
the aunt talking to you in Vietnamese, and the daughter talking to you in English.
Yeah.
Oh, this is too much. It's too much. It's in a video too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is.
So I have to recite the Surangama
What?
in order to kick her out of my daughter's body.
You had to?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I hold my daughter's hand, and I told her, you have to leave now. She's tired. She cannot handle your energy anymore. So I recite. She refused to go, so I recite the mantra, and then she leaves.
You didn't do hapkido? You chose to do Srangama mantra? No, it's harmful. You don't, in the future, don't do that. Okay. I don't know, but you don't hurt them. You recite that, it's very harmful. You recite the Tabejo.
I don't know the Tabejo. That's the only one I know.
Well, memorize it for future reference. Okay, the Srangama mantra is too strong. It's too strong. It's harmful to them. It hurts them. Okay? So it's not a good thing to recite. Okay? To the ghosts. Okay?
Now I know, Master.
I hope she's not harmed.
She's okay. She's already.
Yeah, well, her power is not quite there yet, so. So instead of killing her, she only lopped up a few fingers.
I need more
Something
samadhi.
like that. Yeah. So now the end went to the Pure Land with a couple of fingers missing. It's so anti-Buddhist. Okay, so the aunt refused to go, right? She said, "I'm not ready to die yet," and she refused to leave the daughter's body because.
Because she's not ready to go. She's just saying, I'm not ready yet. I don't want to
Okay.
die. It's not fair.
Oh, okay. This is
Yeah.
too much. Anyone has any questions? This is first. Yeah, the Catholic gentleman has a question. Very Catholic question now. Yes, Orange.
I have a question. How do you know if it's like, I mean, as a Buddhist perspective, but how do you know if it's a demon or if it's a ghost?
How do you know it's not the demon or ghost? It's really the ant.
Because she talked, the way she talked, her manner, the way she called me, the term that she used, is my aunt. I recognize her right away, and so did my daughter.
Okay, so to put it in your language, she believes it's the ant.
I have faith that is my aunt, not the demon.
Okay, very good. Good question, good answer.
Well, the thing is, before this, my daughter told me that she never believed in life after death, and because she saw the darkness that my aunt was in and that submerged her, and the sorrow and all the feeling that my aunt is experiencing, my daughters felt it.
Wow.
Because
So the darkness you're referring to is the ghosts have a dark energy, the yin energy. That's when the ghosts come to you, you're not comfortable. You feel, very, very unhappy, unsettled. Okay, so that's typical.
So now
All
she
right.
believes that there's life after death, and her point of view about death changed.
After she experienced it, she said, "Why?
Yeah.
Did she believe there was the ant, or just
Oh,
some
she knew
demon?
it's an ant because she's very sensitive. Before, when my dad passed and he come home, she would feel him, and then she would do.
She felt that the late dad as well. Say, you, Mr. Catholic, you see, even the daughter believes it's for real. Okay? Yeah. That's
Well-
2 against 1.
I don't blame you
Yes,
because
yes,
unless
give them the orange thing. This is Catholic is fighting for their beliefs.
If the daughter was asking for help, I probably think that she was probably the daughter.
Because two of them there.
I do
think
believe that-
you could listen to the 2-hour recording. We don't have time for that. But apparently, I heard somewhere where the daughter felt like the ant, the black energy came in and pushed her to the side, right,
Yeah.
to the corner. So they basically took over.
my daughter explained is like she just have a part of her consciousness is like get pushed on the side of her brain. She
I see.
explains that.
Okay.
I've
And-
never had anybody come into me before, so I don't know what it feels
Right.
like.
They only tend to possess Catholics, not Christians. Okay. Actually, I'm joking. There's a monk in Hawaii, a young monk in Hawaii who came here a couple months ago, and he was possessed by a dragon in Hawaii. Okay. And the dragon asked him, "May I possess you?" He says, "Okay, let's give it a try." And actually, so the dragon came in and possessed him, and then did things with dragon thing. So it's kind of cool, Of course, Catholics don't believe in dragons, but so she experienced it herself, huh? So she saw the dad, experienced the dad, and the aunt. No, so okay, very good.
And then the story with Melody was my friend has a friend who is a psychic. So at the time when I was going through my dad, Jay's, and Melody's death, so my friend told me, maybe you can come and talk to this lady. So she arranged a lunch for us. And I didn't say anything the whole time. And she kind of just know that I'm going through a lot at that time. And then, so I asked her, what does she see in the girl? What's happening to the girl, Melanie? And then
Your friend again is what? I missed that word.
My friend arranged for me to see a psychic.
A psychic, okay.
She's American, not Vietnamese.
The
so-
Vietnamese do that.
No, the psychic is an American lady.
Psychic American
And these are
friend.
American friends, are not Vietnamese.
Okay. So the Americans do that. Hold
So-
your horses. I want to finish here this psychic story here. The psychics do actually, they are able to see things and sense things. That's why they can make a living all these years. It's for real.
Yeah, this lady, she does it for donation.
Yeah.
She doesn't ask for money.
I see, yeah.
So I asked her, what happened to Melody? And she would tell me the same story. That girl got in a very tragic accident, and she's very confused after she died.
Right.
And she described her the way I saw her,
Right.
with the blood. And then the psychic say, somebody came and talked to her and explained to her what happened and helped her. And she's doing really well now. She's doing fine, and she forgive everyone. She's very
how cool.
at peace.
She forgave everyone. She was killed in an accident, and now she forgave everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
And then I asked about my dad, how he's doing, and she described my dad, what he looks like. So he wear a white shirt with a black pants, and he's gardening.
He became Mormon?
Normal.
No, that's what Mormons wear when they come to my house. Two of them every time. Two young men, 19 or something like that. And they always wear black pants and white shirts. Very polite.
So she said, my dad's very peaceful and happy. He's doing gardening. And, he's taking flower, doing something with the flower, with the plant and all
Doing
that.
probably great compassion repentance. Okay.
The thing is, my dad loved gardening.
I see.
Yeah.
So they do have time to garden in Pure Land. God, I didn't know that. And this is good information. So for those who love to garden, love gardening, absolutely, that's a good sales pitch. All right. Anyone have any question? The gentleman in the back has one. This is the third question today.
What is a psychic?
The what?
What's a psychic?
Psychic?
Oh, what is
It's
it?
an American thing. We don't have to worry about it.
Non-Catholic.
Psychic is those people with psychic abilities. They can see ghosts. They can talk to deceased people, ghosts, demons, and stuff like that. They're very sensitive. They're very sensitive to energy. And there are quite a few of them. You're interested. There are plenty of them. They go in, you pay like how much it costs? $25 or something, okay, for a seance. And it's kind of cool. I never dare go because I didn't want to be possessed by a ghost. How will it look if the ghost possesses me?
Oh, right now? Master.
Once they possess you, by the way, I don't want to scare Thu Ha. Once they possess you, it's easy for them to possess you again. That's why you don't want that to happen unless you recite the mantra we have, Buddhist mantra, if you will. They don't dare come anymore. We can really hurt them. Okay? Praying to the Lord, praying to Jesus is not going to help. But with to recite this mantra, they run like hell, like purgatory, if you will. Okay?
She has something to say.
Yes, Martina, go ahead.
She's gonna put me on the spot.
Yes, yeah.
I told her that I'm able to see, and I told her, she's like, are you able to see her and sense her right now? And I just immediately said no, because I didn't know if that was a prudent thing to say, but is because she was calling her, and her aunt knew that she was talking about her. So I felt that she wanted to come to me, and so I started saying, Damo Emitofuo. I said, stay there.
Right.
So
I was doing the same thing too. I said, stay back there. There's a wall here.
because I stopped sensing, and I say, she's
Go back to
already
the
telling
Catholic
your
side.
story. She's already telling your story, so, stay there,
Yeah. There's a Catholic corner there.
Yes.
But wait a minute. There's one thing that kind of interesting text that might be interesting. Apparently, I heard from Xianren that your aunt refused to go because he says, I have my son, or my grandson, my granddaughter, not your daughter.
Yeah, she's very attached to her granddaughter.
Another granddaughter.
Yeah. Her real granddaughter.
The real granddaughter, not the one with the tattoos on yours. Okay, never mind, I'm kidding.
And also she very attached to her husband. She's afraid that when she dies, her husband will remarry. So she's very jealous. That's why she's so sad.
So typical Vietnamese woman, very possessive. Okay, so she refused to go.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what happened? Give her a microphone, give Sharon a microphone, pink. Okay.
She knows everything. She's my recorder. My memory is bad, so.
Oh,
I have a question. Your aunt has a son that passed away earlier or missing something, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, that's now her memory comes back. This is a lot of ghosts. This is why I'm saving this story for all of you, to regale you on the Great Compassion Repentance Day. Yes?
So my son, my aunt has a son who died when he was 18. And everybody tell her, when you die, then your son will be there
Right.
to greet you and to bring you to heaven.
At the pearly gate, yes.
Yes. And then she was so sad because she said she looked all over and she couldn't find him.
Oh, that I didn't know. So she looked at the pearly gate, look over the whatever.
She tried to look for him when she died, and
So
she
he's not
couldn't
in the
find him.
heavens.
He's nowhere to be found. So
We know that.
I
How
told
did
her.
he die, by the way?
I'm sorry.
How did he die?
He got in a car accident and he just passed away in the night.
In pain.
No pain or we don't know. He wake up. No, he never wake up. He went to sleep and never wake up.
Okay, he's in a coma. I
Yeah.
see. Okay, so she's very attached to the son.
She was looking forward to see her son.
Okay,
but she
couldn't find him.
And she couldn't find my grandmother either because they say grandmother will be there to waiting for you.
Wow.
And she couldn't, there's nobody there, so she felt alone, lonely. I think that's the feeling that all the people that I've talked to, they had that feeling, the loneliness
Right.
after they pass.
Right.
And the darkness that they are surrounded.
Absolutely. That's the state of that they're in after you die. It's very scary, very dark, very cold, and stuff like that. Yes, David, Orange.
Well, you kind of just answered my question, Master, but that's a temporary state before they go somewhere
Right.
else? Is that-
During 49 days, after they passed away, then that's the state they're in. They become a ghost for 49 days. Okay.
Unless you meditate. Unless you meditate. My master Jay, he meditated over most of his life, so he's not bounded by this darkness. He's free. That's what I see.
He's what? I couldn't hear.
Except for Jay, I didn't see that he was bounded by this darkness. He's free to go roam everywhere. And he was a meditator.
It's not bound. It's just they become a yin energy because the ghost is yin energy. Okay, so they usually are dark, but not all of them are. Okay, it depends on their level of blessings, or where they're going to go next. And so what happened? So what did you? So she refused to go. Because she's so attached to this world here, like most Catholics are. They want to go and be near God. There's attachment to this world, like it or not. Okay. And then what happened?
After that, I came to the temple and I didn't see her anymore.
But didn't Sindran help her out? I think you told me a slightly different story. Thu Ha is getting old.
Oh,
She's
your
becoming
aunt refused to go because she's still worried about her son.
See, now she remembers. Okay.
I made a promise to her that I'll ask Master to help him, to help find him.
Oh, so now
I haven't talked to you yet.
I have a new job, private eye. Look for deceased people. Come to me, okay? Thank you.
Master, please help him
Thank
too.
you. I couldn't ask for better advertisement for my new division. So she decided to say, let's ask Master to do private eye work.
Well,
And then, of course, now you can tell these people, they lie through their teeth. So he said, I'm going to ask Master to find him and help him, right?
yeah.
And that appeased her?
And then she said thank you. She's happy.
And then she agreed to go?
And she's just at peace. She didn't want to go still. That's why I have to recite the Surangama.
No, to go to the Pure Land.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so many places she could go. Yeah. So the point here is that she refused to go to the Pure Land because there's also one more detail Siran told me that caught my attention. I only talked to Siran for a few minutes. She says that her aunt says that there is a man who is forcing her to go or something like that. No?
I don't remember that.
So your aunt know that even though she didn't want to go, but it's time for her to go. That's why she came and said goodbye. That is kind of
yes.
last time, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
She knows it's time for her to leave, to say goodbye, but she's not ready.
I heard
But
that there's someone who told her to go, no? Who ordered her to go.
No, Thu Ha persuade her to go in the beginning.
No, but someone told her to go. So the decision had been made for her to go. And she says, I don't want to go to the Pure Land, right?
No, from her story, it sounds like the aunt know that it's time for the aunt to go, but she's not ready to go, but she has no option.
Yeah, she was.
So someone is forcing her to go. That's my point.
I would assume so, but she didn't say that. She said she had to go, and she was desperate. That's why she.
She was ordered to go, and she says, I don't want to go. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, at that time when she comes, she said, no, I don't want to go, and she was holding on. She was fighting.
Yeah, I don't want to go. She says, I know I'm supposed to go, but I don't want to go.
Yeah,
Right?
She knows.
So
her
basically,
time.
someone told her, now you got to go on the 4th week or the 5th week, something like that, right? 4th or 5th week.
Yeah, so that's why I asked.
3.5 week, 4th week, okay?
It was short. Yeah.
So that's what caught my attention. And time's running out. I know it's kind of long ghost story, but what happened is King Yama ordered her to go, render a judgment. You must go to the Pure Land. That surprises me. You got that? I don't think you guys realize that, because for most of you, after you die, King Yama has to agree to send you there. Okay? Because for normal people like you, this is a insider tip, so be careful. Okay? After you die, King Yama will be the judge, who will decide which body, where you're going to go next life. Okay, this is Buddhist insider knowledge. And that's confirmation right there that basically King Yama felt that all the options are available to her, okay, on the 4th week up till the 7th week, the best option for her is to go to the Pure Land. And so I'm surprised, personally, I'm surprised he ordered her to go. Because usually we don't force people to go, okay? We usually have to do things to convince them to go. But this time I said, well, the aunt I heard is a pretty scary person. All these people can see ghosts and demons. Let's stay away from these people. Leave them alone. Just do our work. And whatever happens, happens. And it turns out that King Yama intervened and he says, the work has been done. You can go to the Pure Land now. That's the best option for you. Hey, Catholic person, that of all the options going to the heavens, yes, you can go to the heavens, okay? But King Yama decided for her, it's best for her to go to the Pure Land. Because if she went to the heaven, she's still around. Okay? That's what she wanted. But King Yama says, that's nonsense. Are you listening, Daniel? He says, I don't believe it. Right? He doesn't believe. You don't believe, you shake your head. You don't go like this. You go like this, it's I believe. There you go. So what happened is kind of interesting to me. That's the first I heard of this. That's why it caught my attention. The King Yama actually ordered her to go.
Fighting, and
Yeah.
she was like,
Yeah, she says, I don't want to go. I want to be here around here.
yeah. So I think that's why she was so desperate that she just took over my daughter.
Yeah, she took over her daughter to ask for help. Okay, and because so I'm surprised that King Yama is that forceful. So that means in the future, we just let King Yama force people to go. We don't need to do our things anymore. Just generate enough blessings for them to go, and that King Yama will talk to them. I don't even bother talking to them anymore. Okay.
Master, there are two things that I saw, and I kind of curious. The first time when I go to the hospital, my dad was got revived, so they put him on the life support machine, and I saw him came out of his body, and then he was just walking around circling his bed and confused. So at that time, he would just kind of hang around, and I talked to him. I asked him, you're very sick. You have an option to go, or if you're not quite ready to go yet, you can.
Your dad is Catholic too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But his mom was a nun, so he know about Buddhism.
Oh, Buddhist nun.
Yeah,
The
she
Catholics also have nuns too.
No, she was a Buddhist nun for
Sister
40 years.
Victorina, right? Yeah. Okay, and then so.
And then and so he decided to go back in the body. But then later on, the night that he passed, I sit there and I recite the Chanti mantra for him. And then after about 10 hours, then he starts sitting up and walk away from his body. It's a different scenario because when he was unconscious, he just walked around his body. But then when his body died, it took 10 hours before he sit up and leave his body and start walking. So I recited the Chunti mantra, and I tried to project the light from the mantra to support him, so the dark tunnel doesn't, like shine a light for him.
Right.
But
so
I can
the
only
darkness can come to you.
So I can only project it so far,
Right.
and then he walked away into the dark tunnel. And at that time, I saw a man, kind of like in the black clothing, grab him and pull him away from the tunnel.
That's a reaper. Yeah. You don't know reaper, huh? Ask Daniel, he'll tell you. They have all the details about the reaper.
And then another thing is that night when I had that that vision, those dark shadow they came for me, it was the same thing. I guess the dream reaper, they come. But why do they come to me and not my aunt?
Not your aunt?
Yeah. Why did they bother me?
Why they bother you? You're such a nice girl. And
It
they
was
would
like
come and
they
bother
want to
you?
yank me out of my body. And then the Surangama I was asleep. I felt like I get yanked out of my body, and I was cold.
Yeah.
And then the Surangama start coming out into my mind, and then that's when they let go.
Uh-huh.
But why do they come to me?
Because you have affinities with them. You keep on dealing with the ghosts and seeing ghosts and spirits, so they like to come to you.
But we're not my aunt.
So, what people don't realize is that when you're able to do those things, then they hang around you. Okay? They come and play with you, you will. Okay?
But not
Yes.
any other time, just that time.
Well, yeah, they're busy. Yes, David.
Thu Ha, we'll jog your memory a little bit. You told me that you thought it was because you had told your aunt you would help her, so you thought the reapers were coming to you because you had offered your aunt protection.
Yeah. When my
Doesn't matter. Don't try to understand too much. There's so many reasons.
Thu Ha said that,
Yeah,
not me.
it doesn't matter. It's just don't play with these things. It's not a good. It's not a safe thing to do. Play with Legos, or it's a lot safer. Don't deal with the yin ghosts and stuff. It's just too much. Okay, it's a lot more dangerous than you realize. Okay. I'm scared of them. So, yes, Martina.
One quick question. So it seems that her aunt likes to come back to this world. Like, she really enjoy it,
Right.
right?
Right.
And because she knew how to do it and possess a body,
Right.
to her is fun.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that? Because if she's going to be mentioning her aunt and she feels like, it's opening a door, how do you do to protect yourself and even herself? Maybe, I don't know if that is.
We have a lot of things in our practice where we learn all these things that make it very unattractive for them to come to us. Okay, and you keep on hearing these stories, you find out how to use those tools to expel them, to exercise, if you will, but don't get a big head and think you can do those things, because sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, because it's too strong for you. So that's why you never know. Okay. Especially when you have a big head and think you can do those things, and then the big shots come and to teach you a lesson. Okay, I was reciting a Shranga mantra myself, and then I said, "This is so cool. With this, I can, deal with the demons. I am not afraid of anyone. They won't dare come near me." So they came and Kido, they hit me on my skull and say, "Who's afraid of you again?" Huh?
When I
Years ago.
say Namo Emitofuo, like she understood, and it's kind of like
Yeah.
I want to say obey, like she catched that, and it's like okay, like with respect,
back
or
off.
back
They
off.
back
There
off.
you go.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's normal. Yeah, yeah. So we have so many tools to protect ourselves, depending on what we choose to do to them. Okay, and they know it works. That's why. That's why we're not horribly worried about it. Okay, but we avoid doing those things. Okay, because it's not something you want to get involved in. Okay, let these people like Thu Ha deal with the ghosts and spirits and talk to them and possess their family members. We could just listen to it and learn. It's safer.
I'm
Yes,
staying away.
Internet, yes.
So if someone does the 49-day for you, can you still go to the house?
That's not possible. Oh, another story, but we're running out of time. Can we hang on to the question the next time or something? Because actually, let me tell it quickly, because we heard from Korea, right? From Sienan Sunim, who says someone has been meditating for hours and she started seeing things like Thu Ha. She's seeing the ghosts leaving her after sitting for 2-3 hours. You heard that too? It's a Korean thing that's going around the Korean community. So she sat for 3 hours or 5 hours, and she started seeing these ghosts leaving her body, okay, leaving her. And then one day she was meditating. I don't know don't remember all the exact details. She had affinity with this ghost and says, "Is there anything I can do for you?" And the ghost says, "Get a 49-day." I don't know how they know. You see, it's a small world, a lot smaller than you think. Okay. Here, the scientists question us, doubt us, but in the Yin world, with King Yama and everyone, they seem to buy into it. They seem to know it's for real. So what we do is for them, not for the people here. You don't believe, that's your problem. Okay, after you die, then you believe. So we in no hurry. Not even funny. Okay, so that's the gist of it. So they know. Okay, they know. They ask for help. Even they knew about it. So this is not an ordinary being. No, not an ordinary ghost at all. Okay, he knew. It knows a lot more than the regular ghosts. Okay. Regular ghosts have to wait until King Yama informs them. This ghost knows. Okay. So anyway, any final question or comments?
Can I
Yeah.
ask another question?
Yes.
So I have one of my very first yoga teacher. He just passed away.
See, this woman studied everything except Buddhism.
I
Yes.
haven't seen him for maybe
She
over
abandoned
10 years.
Catholicism. Yes.
And then suddenly I keep on thinking about him like for the last 2 months. And then a couple weeks ago, I got an email from his wife. And so, because I lost contact with him, and I got an email from his wife, and I called her, and I told her I was thinking about them and about Jack, my yoga teacher, how he's doing and all that. And then she told me that the reason she contacted me was to let me know that Jack, my yoga teacher, passed away. You know, and then immediately when she told me that, then I thought about getting the plaque for him.
Why are you going to go broke at the rate of all these people coming to ask for help?
So I'm just wondering,
yeah.
it's because these people know that I have a connection, so now they start coming to ask for help.
Yeah. And they receive help to be able to come and ask for help. Okay? They need help to come to us. Otherwise, they can't come to us because we protect it. They can't come near us. That's the short answer to Martina. You need to worry about protecting yourself. You practice these things, you have protectors all the time. They can't come. They can't come near you. Just like Mr. T. Can you come near Mr. T? Anytime you feel like. You know who Mr. T is? No. He has many nicknames. Mr. T, Dick. There are a lot of worse names I cannot repeat in public. So anyway, you can't come near these officials. They're always surrounded, So if you practice these things, it's normal. You don't have to worry about them. When they only come because it's a good thing for them, because we can help them. Otherwise, they can't come near us. They can't bother us. Okay? Or unless you owe them, then they can come harass you. Okay, any other questions? That's it? Okay, thank you. Oh, one question. Half Catholic, half Buddhist.
I was never Catholic.
You know what they say? Tell me who your friend is. Yes.
Are all 49 days service the same whichever temple that you request for? If not the case, then what makes determine the 49 days is effective?
The day they die, the moment they pass. Meaning, it starts counting from the moment that they die. Okay? So you count 49 days from there. Is that what the question is?
What determines the effectiveness of the 49 days service? So if I'm requesting one from you or one from another temple or a Tibetan temple, what determines, are they all the same? I'm going to get the same result wherever I request a 49 days service?
Oh, let me see. Let me think about this. When you learn Algebra 101, remember Algebra 101? Okay. Is it the same class at a junior college versus at Stanford University? They teach you differently, don't they? Okay, so let me give you another example. If you have pho at the temple versus pho at, what's a good, filet number 2, huh? Is it the same? Think about that. Okay, thank you everyone. Sorry it took so long. Let's do the lunch ceremony, lunch offering right away, huh? Okay, because we're all hungry. Well, what a scary ghost story. This is so cool. I wish I could see ghosts like Thu Ha and all these people. Then I have so many stories to tell you.